Harry didn't want it. Charlie may not get it. Becoming king at 8 years old was hardly on Josiah's to-do list, but then his dad got assassinated. At 15 years old, 2 Chronicles 34 records that his heart began to seek after the God of David. At 19, still a teen, he begins these reforms to purge the nation of idol worship. At 25, he decides now's the time to restore and rebuild the ruined temple. While the workers were planning the renovations and sifting through the wreckage of many years of disrepair, Hilkiah the priest comes across the Torah, the first 5 books of our modern day Bible, and he brings it straight to the king. The king, it's read to him by the secretary, and as he listens to the words, he realizes just how far Israel are from following their king, and he tears his robes, he weeps before the Lord. The country had lost its way. The rest of Josiah's story charts his reforms and the revival that started to take place, the incredible scenes as they celebrated the Passover like they hadn't done for many generations. It's an incredible story. Just a few weeks ago, I saw with dismay the storms that had battered our country had also chosen to rip off the shed felt. Water was pouring in and I rushed out to pull a tarp over it. I had a choice, patch it up or strip it back and do it properly. But I looked and I saw that it was broken. A patch-up job might get you through, but it's not how it should be, and you'll end up serving the shed rather than getting on and enjoying what it's meant to be. See, there's a truth here. Brokenness is the precursor to spiritual revival. Until there's an acknowledgement that we're so far off where we should be, that our temples are often hollow shells, that without God we're ruined, there'll be an apathy to our faith, patching it up each Sunday. There's something about brokenness that subverts the gospel of self. There have been so many great stories recently, stories of hope, stories of churches convening in digital spaces and quadrupling their attendance, stories of churches, Christians who would rather stock the shelves of the vulnerable than stockpile for a possible Armageddon. I love how the church in many places pushes against the norms of our culture. It's revealing that it took pretty much a global crisis to shake some parts of the church out of its slumber, reminding me of Ephesians 5, "Wake up, O sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will give you light." These great stories remind me that the church isn't the building, it's the people. It reminds me that the health of the church isn't the state of repair of the fabric, but the condition of souls. May you at this time find encouragement in Him, find nourishment through the scriptures, that there is a God who loves His world, loves His people.